Hey Scorpio, happy birthday season. So we're gonna do a pull for you guys and see what's happening. Spirit, what's going on for Scorpio? The Magi, I love this. Yep, so this is tapping into your inner magic. And I feel a big reconnection happening for you guys. So you may have felt a little bit disconnected for a little while, but now it's a really big, expansive time to really sink deeper into your knowing, sink deeper into your magic. And you guys are the masters of the underworld. You're the masters of the subconscious. You know how to transmute and you know how to really use the depths and the emotion. And you guys are the most intense water sign. You are fixed water. So you know how to navigate through the depths. We have nature at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So this is asking you to get out into nature and to help ground your energies to be able to hold this next healing cycle for you. Love that. Cool. All right. And I'm going to be using the Audacity deck here. And I love this deck. It's funny. It's witty. It is just great. So, all right, Spirit, what else is here for Scorpio? What else is going on for my Scorpio babes? The breast pump. All right. So I feel like this is a really big card of nurturing, but I also feel like this is you are the life source. You are really the one who is giving a lot of yourself to others. You may be a mother, you may be, just somebody who people look towards for nurturing. And with this transformation, with these butterflies, these are transformation cards. And this is all about finding sustenance. So finding what it is that will help you give more life to be able to not only give to others, but to give to yourself. I think that there's a big emphasis on focusing on the things that give you life and the things that help you feel creative, because with the breast pump, it is, you are giving yourself to others. So with winter, we have the sacredness of pausing. Yeah, so there is a need for rest, and we are entering into winter now. So this is shedding and letting go and allowing yourself to receive from rest. I think you guys have been very overly stimulated just from responsibilities, probably from the state of the world, but now it is creating new habits that give you space to be able to receive more cauldron, synergy, and healing. Yes. So I feel like there's a big focus on the magic of what it is that you are wanting to create. And I think that you guys are sinking deeper into yourself and what it is that you want out of this life. So, all right, Spirit, what else is going on for my Scorpios? What's happening for my Scorps? I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I'm a fellow Pisces, so I love your intensity. I love your knack for sinking into the depths, and you have no fear of that. All right, so we have the Four of Needles, the Ace of Presents, and Page of Presents. Ooh, okay, so a lot of tangible pentacle energy. Okay, and then can I get two more, please? Five of Needles in reverse. Okay, one more. Uno más. Nine of Potions. Okay, so we have the Eight of Potions in reversed at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, so I think you guys are coming back to a cycle. You're coming back to who you are and coming back to, I'm getting emotions that have been stagnant or stale, that you haven't had the time or the space or the energy to explore. So we have the Four of Needles, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Presents here. Okay, so there really is a big need for pausing. This is a really big emphasis for this read. I think because you guys need a level of silence or not being so stimulated to be able to hear yourself, your depths. And this is also about silencing the mind. And I'm really getting that you guys are focusing on your creative passions, your creative pursuits. This Ace of Presents here, this indicates something tangible in the 3D realm. And it's also about allowing yourself to receive gifts. This is a present. And I'm seeing here that a lot of you may be really into makeup, self-expression with this lipstick and these space buns here. And I think that that is a form of, it's an outlet for you. And I think you are going to be sinking deeper into that. And then with the Page of Presents, I'm getting that there's new opportunities, new levels of growth for you, but let me get some clarification on that. Spirit, why is the Page of Presents here? Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. That is you. Can I get 2 more on this Page of Presents? So some of you may be working with like-minded people, your soul people. And then we have the 3 of Wands here. And we also have the Knight of Cups. Wow, a lot of water. I love this. So you guys are showing up as yourself in the reading. We have the 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. But clarifying the Page of Presents, we have Queen of Cups, 3 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so I think you guys are really allowing yourself to expand, allowing yourself to explore, and stepping out into new uncharted waters, uncharted territory. And your level of depth and emotion is going to allow you to receive more of the energy that you are putting out. And you guys are naturally so creative, and you have such an avant-garde view of the world and of life. And I'm getting some of you may be very crafty and painters. So there's little glimmers of life in that for you. And I think by sparking that up again, it's going to give you a brighter outlook on life. I think you guys have been so focused on just keeping the household running, keeping, you know, just you've been in kind of a survival mode because of all of the responsibilities that you've had. But now Spirit's like, all right, you're good. Your foundation is good. Your people are good. Now it's time to focus a little bit more on yourself. Focus on what fills your cup. So what is it in your creative world that you want to see more? Where can you give more time to these adventures or these creative pursuits? All right, so bottom of the deck, or I'm sorry, the bottom row here, we have the 5 of Candles, we have the 5 of Needles, and we have the 9 of Potions here. Okay. So I think you guys are letting go of any sort of mental blocks that have held you from your dreams, from your goals, from your wishes, your desires. And these can be thoughts of, I'm not good enough, or, you know, I'm not making enough money to be able to justify to do that. And I think that you're just feeling tired of that mindset. And I really feel like you're breaking away from that. But let me get some clarification on this 5 of Candles. I think there's been a little bit of possibly some disagreeing, some disorganized energy. Okay. And then, oh, Death, yeah. You guys are coming up again. This is your card, the Death card. Yeah. All right, so 5 of Candles is clarified by the 9 of Wands, the Hermit, and the Death card. Yeah, okay. So 5 of Wands in traditional tarot, this is the card where they are all just so disorganized. They're not on the same page. And you feel like you have been fighting for something. You've been putting your energies into just a roundabout thing that doesn't get you the results that you want. And now I think that you're like, I can't control this, so I'm backing away. I am allowing myself to find my light again, to find the lantern, and to do more meditation, to do more things that are more yin. And also, I'm going to release this cycle of hypervigilance and of worrying and of, feeling the sadness of the world that I can't control, like it is redirecting your mind and redirecting your energy towards more sustainable and more expansive energies. And you guys wear your heart on your sleeve, like it is, you are so giving, you are so compassionate, you are so kind, but you feel a lot of the unjust energies in the world. And I think that you absorb that to the point where it can make you sick. And there's a level of like releasing that, there's a point, especially with stuff that's going on in government. I don't talk about that much on the channel because it's very, there's a lot of different opinions and views, but this is really allowing yourself to, possibly stay informed, but don't allow yourself to really get bogged down to the point of exhaustion or depletion. And it is focusing on your life, your unit, and helping those that you can. But you can't give from an empty cup. And I think that is what this reading is all about, is you have been trying to fix things and you've been trying to, control the outcome of things, and you have been wishing that circumstances were better. But at the end of the day, it feels like it's dimming your light a little bit, it's just not serving the creative expression that you want your life to be. And this is really about creating like a bubble of protection, I feel. All right, so clarifying the 5 of Needles, we've got the Chariot. All right, Spirit, what else? This is also about changing your environment, changing your surroundings. Ooh, I love this. Okay, Knight of Wands, that's what I love to see. Cool, okay. So clarifying the 5 of Needles in reversed, which is the mental conflict, is the Chariot. We have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the Justice card. All right, so I'm getting that you guys are moving forward with possibly philanthropic pursuits, or I feel like you are putting your energies towards volunteer work, and really helping those people who can't help themselves. And you are really allowing yourself to work with like-minded individuals that are working towards a common goal, that you are really building up this community, this network. It's very like hive mind energy, and it is about helping the underdog and helping those people who are not seen or not heard. And I think by you kind of retreating and refilling your cup back up, you are going to have more energy to fuel towards the things that other people can't fight, like the injustices of the world. But you have to be able to have the reserves, to have the energy to continue to put your energies towards the things that really matter the most to you. And Cancer is the fellow water sign. This is cardinal water. And so I feel like a lot of you are meeting new water signs. You're tapping into people who are compassionate and understanding and empathetic and actually want to make a difference in the world and make a difference in the lives that they touch. And I think that's what your soul is craving. And it really is about fueling your passions, fueling your desires, and to be of service in a way that is not so depleting to you. You guys want to live in purpose, and that's a beautiful thing. That is, that's what the world needs more of. All right, Spirit, what else? Actually, let me grab these. What else does Scorpio need to know at this time? What else is going on for Scorpio? What else is happening for my Scorpio babes? Victory and success. Love to see that. Yeah. So I feel like whatever it is that you are vocalizing, whatever it is that you are communicating, you're reaching the right people. You are reaching the right audience, and your voice does matter. So I'm also getting, maybe some of you should write a blog, or maybe you are writing a blog. And it is really kind of projecting out into the right audience, because you have things that you need to say. You have that emotional depth that more people are craving, especially with the state of the world. Stand your ground. Yeah, this is like total rebellion energy. I love this. This is like warrior, justice warrior energy. Stand your ground, fight for what it is that you believe in, and to not give two fucks about what it is that people are, you know, saying. And it is the rebellion. It is fighting the patriarchy. By you doing that, by you standing in your truth, you are going to help other people to do the same. Authority. Yeah, so you're fighting against the authority. You are standing in your authority, but you are fighting against the injustices that people in power are using. They are abusing their authority, and that's why you feel the need to stand your ground, to stand in this warrior energy. And then we have new beginnings. Yeah, so this is about, I feel like there's a level of balance, because with this energy, like, Rome was not built in a day. And you have to be able to balance out your changing the world mindset with, you know, your yin and your creative energies. Like, two things can be happening at the same time. You know, you can be, you know, wanting to change the world and energize, but feel like your body is depleted. There's a level of like duality that's here with you guys. And I think that by allowing yourself the time and the space to get the fuel that you need, it's going to open up new ways and new doorways for you to wield this warrior energy. All right, Spirit, what else is going on here? We've got May. Okay, so perhaps by May you are going to be having a big revolution part. We've got October. This is your birthday month. And May is also the sign of Taurus. So this is about really planting new seeds and planting the foundations for what it is that you want to see in the world. So starting that blog, or using your creative mindset to possibly, you know, give back to the community, whatever that looks like for you. We have needle and thread. A sincere wish will be granted. Yeah, so, and with this too, the needle and thread, there's a lot of like focus energy. You have to be very meticulous in what it is that you are weaving. And maybe some of you do weave things, or you thread things, or embroider things, and maybe that's what it is that you are possibly giving back to others. And I feel like that's going to give you a level of purpose. We have yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Yeah, that's constantly being in this energy where you feel like you can't help enough, like you feel so restricted, and you hate seeing good people get fucked over. And I think by you using your creative pursuits to be able to give back to those in need, that is going to help balance out this frustration. That's going to help balance out this energy, because a lot of people who are in the injustice energy, they appreciate being thought of in any little way that you can. And that makes such a big difference. All right, Scorpio, what else? What advice do we have for Scorpio here? What advice is here? Lighten up. Yep, you're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. So yeah, do the things that give you joy. Be in the levels of the energy of gratitude and lightheartedness. So go to a park or hang out with your kids and really be present with them and present with the way that they think and the innocence that they have. It's time. You're being asked to move forward toward the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. So whatever it is that you want to do, and I feel like this is very philanthropic, but you're working with other people, you're collaborating with others to be able to bring this to fruition. Spirit, can I get one more? What is some advice for Scorpio? Choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Yeah. So are you going to choose the same routes, the same frustrations that you have been going down, or are you going to fuel this energy into helping, but you also have to fuel back into yourself too. You cannot be depleted to the point of exhaustion. Presence. Yeah, being present. Being here, being in the moment to be able to get the downloads, get the enlightenment, and to fuel it back into your community. That's what you guys are here to do. And I think it's beautiful. All right, Scorpio, if this has resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. And if you are looking for a personal reading, I have the link for that in the description box below this video. But thank you for being here, and I'll see you on the next one. Blessed be. Bye.